Hello students. In our previous lecture of Michel Foucault's Discipline and Punish, we had seen that Michel Foucault talks about the panopticon as a structure or the architecture of the panopticon, which was obviously laid down by Jeremy Bentham. So we will now see how panopticon was made to spread throughout the society in this lecture. So it makes, as we say, that panopticon will make power more economic and effective. So it does this to develop the economy, spread education and improve public morality. And not just to save, the purpose was not just to save the society. The panopticon represents the subordination of bodies that increases the utility of power while dispensing or administrating with the need for a prince. Bentham develops the idea that discipline could be dispersed throughout the society. He provides a formula for the functioning of a society that is penetrated by disciplinary mechanism. There are two images of discipline. One, the discipline blockade, an exceptional enclosed space on the edge of a society. And two, the discipline mechanism, a functional mechanism to make power operate more effectively. Now, the move from one to other represent the formation in the 17th and 18th century of disciplinary society. Other increasingly profound process operated, which was first the functional inversion of discipline, second the swarming of disciplinary mechanism begin to circulate openly in the society and are broken down into flexible methods of control. Third is the state control of discipline as in the formation of a central police power. Now, we can talk of the formation of a disciplinary society in the movement from enclosed discipline to an infinitely extendable panopticism. The formation of a disciplinary society is connected to several historical processes. First is discipline as a technique of assuring the ordering of human masses that elaborate tactics of power that operate economically and invisibly. So, these tactics aim to increase the docility and utility of all elements of system. This corresponds to a population increase and rise in the numbers to be supervised. The development of a capitalist economy led to a situation where these techniques could be operated in diverse regimes. So, the panoptic morality of power is not independent. The disciplines and panopticism are the reverse of a process by which rights are guaranteed. So, the Enlightenment, which invented the liberties, also invented the discipline. So, third is what is new in the 18th century is technologies. The 18th century invented the examination just as the Middle Ages invented judicial inquisition. Much of modern penal technique reveals the penetration of the examination into the inquisition. So, the extreme of ancient regime penalty was the dismemberment of convict's body, the ideal position of modern penalty in the indefinite examination. It is no surprise that the cellular observational prison is the modern penal instrument. That prisons resembles factories, schools and hospitals. And if we analyze the theory of Michel Foucault, then we can say that in many ways this is the heart of the book. For Foucault, the panopticon represents the way in which discipline and punishment work in modern society. It is a diagram of power in action because by looking at a plan of the panopticon, one realizes how the process of observation and examination operate. The panopticon is introduced through a contrast, a typical Foucault device. The plague is an interesting case, however. Firstly, Foucault examines a text about plague measures rather than an actual account of the plague. So, I had given you this example earlier also, like obviously the things that we see prevalent in the COVID-19 phase which we are facing right now. So, obviously there are certain measures or the guidelines which is provided by the government and we have to follow those guidelines. So, it is same as the panopticism which is structured for the society. So, it is not visible, but yes, the guidelines are laid for everyone or all of us. To him, this is an important, to Foucault, this is unimportant because text and reality interact closely. So, one might ask why the plague acted as an image against which the mechanism of discipline were defined. It was not because the plague represents a loss of order, The restoration of order was the aim of ritual such as the public execution. Rather, it was because when plague strikes, the boundaries of normal and abnormal are blurred. Same thing which we are observing right now, as I said. So obviously, to distinguish or to mark a line between the normal and abnormal, there are the guidelines which one has to follow, or which people have, masses have to follow. Anyone can become sick and therefore abnormal, and what is normal is particularly dangerous in this case. So it is more vulnerable. So we have to save, or we have to create that safety and security measure for the vulnerable ones. That means those who are normals. Now, in focusing of the panopticon, Foucault adopts it as a symbol of his whole argument. The theory of discipline, in which everyone is observed and analyzed, is embodied in a building that makes this operation easy to perform. Panopticon develops out of the need for surveillance shown in the plague. Plague measures were needed to protect society. The panopticon allows power to operate more efficiently. So it is a functional, permanent structure that is going to prevail in the society, and without people being bothered by the rules and regulation, or we can say bothered by the strict syndicate who's going to take care of all these measures, they'll be following into that line of guidelines. Now, the transition from one to another represents the move to a society in which discipline is based on observation and examination. So the disciplinary society is not necessarily one with panopticon in every street. It is one where the state controls such method of correction and operates them throughout the society. If he is talking about the implementation of this panopticon in the society, he is not saying that there is going to be a structure or architectural structure of panopticon at every corner of the street. He is talking about the guidelines which will be given to the masses or the people living in that particular area, and which they are going to follow. So that is going to be the panopticon. So it is the power which is permeating or going down, or which is reaching the people, and they are following the instructions given to them by the authorities. Now, the development of a disciplinary society involves socio-economic factors, particularly population increase and economic development. So Foucault argues that more sophisticated society offer greater opportunities for control and observation. This explains the reference to liberty and rights. Foucault assumes that modern society is based on the idea that all citizens are free and entitled to make certain demands on the state. So this ideology developed in 18th century along with the technique of control he describes. Foucault is also against such political ideas. He merely argues that they cannot be understood without the mechanism that also controls and examines the citizen. So this examination spreads throughout the society, and we find them in the form of schools, hospitals, factories and prisons, which resemble each of them now, or each other, not just because they look similar, but because they examine pupils, workers, patients and prisoners, classify them as individuals and try to make them conform to the norms which is laid by all these institutions and the organization. The fact that the modern citizen spends much of his life in at least some of these institutions reveals how far society has changed. So this is what he is saying, that by structuring society or by creating a panopticon for the society, he doesn't mean that there is going to be a prison-like structure for the society, but he is talking about the power that is going to be laid down in such a way that people will start regulating themselves. And all these organizations are example of panopticon according to Foucault. So that's all for today's lecture. Thank you all.